I can let this go.
Hebrew. He spoke Hebrew. You're not afraid to know his name. You have to know the ancient Hebrew tongue. Now I'm gonna tell you his name. His father's name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahushua, which means he is the deliverer. All right? Jude.
Ecclesiastes 6 verse 10. That which hath been is named already, and it is known that it is man.
And it is known.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Makakodash, Divine to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the scientists to the elect, who are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, which is also known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures. Okay? And today we're going to be getting into the mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, man. Actually, can we start off with Baruch 4? Where it talks about the Lord punished us because we went off. I think it's like the 6th verse. We'll start off with that real quick. And you got that Lamentations?
Yep.
Yes, mark it down. Go ahead.
This is Baruch chapter 4 verse 6. It says, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemy.
Right, man. So when you understand the history of our nation, the Lord allowed us to enter into the land that he prepared for his people. And when we got into that land, when you go into the beginning of the book of Judges, for example, it talks about how we didn't do exactly what the Lord commanded us. We didn't kick out all of the Canaanites in the land, and the Lord left a portion of those Canaanites in the land for them to be a snare unto us, because we never fully brought them out of the land like the Lord commanded us to do. Okay? And so when you fast forward, okay, to basically what we're reading at now in Lamentations, this is the judgment that's basically the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi had to go through because of their transgressions, man. And Baruch was, right around that same time period. He was a contemporary with Jeremiah, okay, which was written, Lamentations was written by Jeremiah. Was that it on that?
No, that was
on that Baruch 4? Yeah, finish that.
Verse 7, it says, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
Yep. And our people do that today, okay, in the form of adultery, in the form of abortion, okay, in the form of supporting the Alphabet Coalition, okay, white Jesus, so on and so forth, okay. But back then, they were fulfilling the same ideologies, okay, worshiping the same, worshiping false gods that the Most High did not command us to worship, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you.
That's the point. Yeah. Hey, it says, read that part again, actually.
Yep. This is Baruch chapter 4 verse 7 or verse 8. It says, ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you.
Yeah, man. So, and what does Hosea 4, the 4th chapter, verse 6 say? It says, because thou hast forgotten me, I will also forget thy children, man. Okay? And so, if we forget the Lord, if we forget his commandments, then the Lord is going to cast us off. And now the other nations, they looking at us like like peons, man. Ultimately, because why? The Lord allowed us to get into this position. Okay, so that's the point on that. Okay, go ahead.
Psalms chapter 106, I'll start at verse 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
Right. It says, "Thou did not destroy all of the nations, man, like the Lord commanded us." Okay, we were commanded to eradicate them out of the land. Okay, now, even when you go into like the history of Jerusalem, okay, the city of Jerusalem itself, it wasn't taken over up until the time of David, man. You had Joab go up in there and take that city over. So you had heathen dwelling in the city of Jerusalem. Just for an example, there was many other cities, but you know, in the land of Israel, there were other cities where Israel just had heathen living in there. Okay, and that's not how the Lord commanded it. All right, we're gonna get that worshiping of other gods in a little bit. Is there more on that? Go ahead.
And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them.
You see that? And there's many accounts of that in Numbers. Okay, many accounts of that in Exodus. A lot of the laws that the Most High gave us were because we were, when we were delivered from Egypt, we still had that Egyptian mentality. Okay, so now, in the times that we're in now, we have to be transformed by the renewing of our mind and be removed from this American mentality that we were indoctrinated with since birth. Okay? Is there more?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Actually, I'm going to switch to NLT. Verse 37 again. They worshiped their idols, which led to their downfall. They even sacrificed their sons and their daughters to the demons.
Right. Yep. Yeah, and that's a common practice, man, among satanic rituals. Okay, because basically the gods of these other nations, they require a sacrifice too. Okay, which they're really demons, but when you sacrifice, you give your energy over to the left-hand side, okay, you're gonna get you know, some type of benefit. That's what Esau does. Okay, Esau does that. That's why when you go into the acts that Moses did in front of Pharaoh when he first confronted him, you know, saying, "Let my people go," right? And he threw the staff down and it turned into a snake. What did Janus and Jambres, you know, Pharaoh's sorcerers, they did the same thing, but on the left-hand side, that magic, right? So, you know, you can worship other gods and maybe get a little benefit, like they say, sold your soul to the devil, okay, in modern times, right? So this concept hasn't gone away, okay, but it's just been, you know, changed and altered in different formats. But ultimately, the reward is death, okay?
Yep. So like the priest going into it, and the scripture said there's no new thing under the sun. So back then, they were sacrificing sons and daughters. One of the chief gods is what? Molech, which I believe was a god of the Moabites. Okay, sacrificing sons and daughters. How are they doing that now? Christmas with the Yule log, that represents a child sacrifice. The abortions, that's child sacrifice as well. So it's the same God, but it's just another time.
Right.
Okay? Verse 38, they shed innocent blood, the blood of their sons and daughters, by sacrificing them to the idols of Canaan. They polluted the land with murder. They defiled themselves by their evil deeds, and their love of idols was adultery in the Lord's sight.
Woo! Man, you see, so sacrificing unto idols, man, that's gonna cause the Most High to get rid of your ass, man. And our people, they still carry that same mentality today. They'll sell their you know, sell out their sons and daughters. They'll sell out their mothers and their fathers, their brother and their sister, just to get a little bit of, you know, a little bit of edge on the world, man. Okay, but the scriptures talk about in Hebrews 11 that Moses, he what he say? He resisted the pleasures of sin for a season, man. Okay, in order to basically preach the word. Okay, and that's the heritage and the antiquity that the Israelites are supposed to convey.
Yeah.
Okay.
You refuse to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter?
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead, Ak.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and 27 in the GNT. It says, the worship of idols, whose name should never be spoken, is the beginning and the end, the cause and the result of every evil.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of in my head. You know, the worshiping of idols. Okay, you know, all of these different you know, ways that you can worship Satan, which just simply rebellion. Okay, and that's why it says rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft. All you gotta do is take the Lord's laws and just do something off, alter it. Like, for example, Antiochus, he had us not sacrifice the clean animals. He just changed one thing: sacrifice the unclean animal.
Right.
You see, that's rebellion, and it said, and like it says, scripture in 1 Samuel, rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft, man.
If I can add, that goes back to Cain, man. Because the Lord required a sacrifice. Cain brought one, but it wasn't the one that the Lord wanted, man. The Lord is very particular on how he wants to be worshipped.
Right.
And that's the importance of this truth. John 4:22, Yahweh Shah told the woman at the well, he says, for the hour coming where the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. And that's why it's important that Yahweh Shah broke those seals, man, and gave us the understanding so now we can worship Yahweh Bashemah Shah, worship our Father in spirit by believing on his Son and in truth, man.
Hey, could you get that real quick? Because we're going into that sacrifice, you know, child, you know, let's get that real quick.
Yep, this is Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 31. It says, and they have built the high places of Tophet.
Yeah, these are the acts of our people. Our people did this in rebellion against the Lord, which shows you the reason why we're reading these scriptures that we're going to continue going back to, like Baruch and Lamentations. The reason why the Most High took us down or allowed us to be taken down by the other nations was because of this mass rebellion, man. You can't read the book of Kings and not get upset about how wicked our people was, man. Or First Chronicles, or, you know? Yeah. So, continue on, Babu Shah.
It says, which is in the valley of the son of Hanan, to burn their sons and daughters in the fire.
Yeah, so as we should know, the terrain of Israel, also, or you could say Samaria, or Judea for that matter, is lots of hills and valleys. So you would have a lot of cities would be situated on top of a hill because it's harder to infiltrate a city going up a hill. It's easier to defend somebody, you know, that's at an angle, that's at a lower, that has the, you know, you have that vantage point when you set your city upon the hill. So lots of cities were on hills, okay? And the valley will be, you know, like prairie land, or this specific valley of the Valley of Hinnom, which we can get into Hebrew, was specifically used to burn, to burn dead carcasses and garbage and things like that, right? So, you know, this kind of has a connotation of fire being used, but also a burning place in the sense of, you know, sacrifice, because people would sacrifice things that they weren't supposed to be sacrificing in this place. And you can just get the verse. You got the verse, Jeremiah 7:31.
Yeah.
Okay, and then can you just get that word, Hinnom? Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 7:31. It says, and they have built the high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom.
Now, a high place doesn't always mean a physically high place. Like the high place is, matter of fact, get that high place first in the Hebrew, because the high place is basically symbolic of an altar. Like if you have an altar, you know what I mean, that you erect, it may be, you know, eye level, or, you know what I mean, it's elevated. Okay, but it can still be in a valley. You could just go right here. That's
Oh, you want to go down here, bro?
Yeah, high place.
I was saying we could teach right there in front of that green building by the Bank of America. You got that little, I say,
Everything I need. Y'all
Huh?
go, you said we ain't gotta cross the street.
Yeah, wherever. I don't know where he said he want to go. I'm just following y'all. I know you go. You can go to the spot elders camp. Cause then we ain't crossing the street right here. It's just you talking about the regular spot, right?
Nah, I'm talking about across the street. That's on Fridays too. Yeah, don't be even woman said, bro, to come over here.
Right here for
They can do it right here for tonight.
It's up to y'all.
No, right there by the Bank of America. No, right on the block. Do it right here. I don't give a damn. Oh yeah, my foot right there.
Yeah. It's not as cold as I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
Michael 4. Let's go Michael 4. Let's see what it's gonna look like after the King's Yeah, man. I ain't even watched this video. I just seen the other brothers talking about the chat. Yeah, that nigga tripping. One by one, these niggas showing that they got to defend the Lord. So, yeah, I'm already rolling. Okay, hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us the truth and rule well. I want to say shalom to all the brothers across the four corners who are teaching this truth in sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your house. All right, so today we're going to start in Micah 4 and get a visual aid of what it's going to look like when the kingdom of heaven is established. Is there going to be a threat to our rulership once the Lord puts us in our place? Let's see.
It's Micah 4 verse 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that in the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountain.
So the kingdom of heaven is going to be a government. That's what that mountain is talking about. The mountain of the house of the Lord, which is what? The children of Israel. Amos 3 and 2. You go through the volume of the book showing that the Lord is dealing with
a specific nation. That nation is going to be the top government in the earth upon the return of his son, Yahushua. All right, go ahead.
And it shall be exalted above the hills, and the people shall flow into it.
The people are going to flow into it. Meaning what? It's going to break itself down. Actually, go ahead.
Verse 2. And many nations shall come and say, Come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways.
So people are going to be following the guidelines that the Lord has given us. They're going to be flowing unto the nation of Israel, which is not happening today, which is another strike. And that's how people are going to conduct in the earth. And those who do not operate in that fashion, the scriptures say those people aren't going to get rain. They're not going to have resources. The curse is going to fall upon them, right? Go ahead.
And we will walk in his path, for the law shall go forth of Zion,
There you go.
and the Lord and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off.
Now, is that happening today? Is Israel rebuking nations based off of what the scriptures say? Based off the Torah? Because they mention the Torah, but they don't go into that. They go into the Talmud. All right? They're not judging nations, or people don't get canceled for doing righteousness or doing wickedness. They get canceled if they talk about the lies that this man has put up.
Right.
That's the only time Israel want to step in and say, oh, these people got to be stopped. Is if the lies that they've spent on the earth, that spell that they've casted, is under threat. Which, like what's the lady's name? That council in Israel, she said the young generation of black people. Yeah, I don't know her name either. But she said that because we're a threat to the lie that's been told. That's the only time they want to stand up and say, hey, this is what people should be doing and shouldn't be doing. Other than that, it's do as thou wilt. Go ahead. But you have something? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's basically kind of going into the same thing. This is Isaiah 2, verse 2. And it says,
Oh, yeah. It's the Spirit.
It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountain, and shall be exalted above hill, and all nations shall flow unto it.
Yeah. So this is prophecy. When the children of Israel go back into the land. When the children of Israel go back into the land, these prophecies are supposed to be taking place, which they are not.
Right.
Which should be a red flag to people. But people don't read. People don't know the scriptures like they say they do. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 3. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of the power of Jacob.
So this is synonymous with Micah 4. Does it say what it says in Micah 4 and 4? Okay, go ahead.
It says, and he will teach us of his ways, and will walk in his path. For out of Zion shall forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Verse 4, it says, and he shall judge among the nations, and rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Okay, could you read 4 and 4? And I'm going to land back off of that point. War isn't going to be happening. Right. Because the children of Israel go back into the Holy Land after Joel 3 takes place. All the nations gathered in the valley of Yahushua, that third war, that third great woe, right? But let's read Micah 4 and 4 and see the condition of our nation after our government is established. Right. All right?
Micah 4 and 4. But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid. For the mouth of the Lord of hosts has spoken.
Yeah, so we're going to be in a state of complete peace. There's not going to be war. There's not going to be any threat to our rulership, despite what some people are teaching. Right. You have people that are heads of congregations switching up the doctrine, going against what the scriptures say. And the Lord is putting that spirit on these men just so the true men of the Lord can be revealed in this time. All right?
I said, well, everyone shall sell their fig tree.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's what is that talking about? It's every nation is going to be under their own fig tree. They're going to be in their own land as was appointed to the Most High.
Yep.
Just like you read Deuteronomy, the book of Deuteronomy, I believe the 32nd chapter. So he set the people bounds according to the children of Israel. So every nation was given their particular own land. So that's what they're going to have after they serve their 1,000 years of captivity. That first 1,000 years that we reigned with Yahushua, everyone's going to go back to their land. They're going to be a little freer, so to speak, because they've served their hard, rigorous captivity that was prophesied. But after that, they're going to go back in their land. They're going to be tributaries, but they're going to be under their own fig tree. They're going to be good, and everyone's going to be blessed. Everyone's going to be good because it's going to be a better case scenario. No one's going to be coming up against them like Esau came up against these nations.
Yeah.
But they still going to be under the rule of the children of Israel.
That's right.
But they're going to understand that, hey, this is the better scenario. This is the better situation because they're going to have clean air, clean water, righteous food. Okay, everything's going to be in order. They just have to worship Yahweh Shai and follow the law, statutes, and commandments. That's going to be, as Esau's tongue is walking through the earth, okay, the tongue of the Israelites through the spirit of Yahweh Shai is going to walk through the earth. That's what's going to be established, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're going to be good.
Yeah. So let's go to Isaiah the 14th chapter, and brothers got precepts to bring them out. Because there's not going to be a threat to our rulership once we're in the Holy Land. You telling me somebody's going to be able to overcome us when we're in our spiritual bodies? That doesn't even make sense. You see? You have something?
Oh, come on, just to back the other point up. This Proverbs 11 and 10 in the NLT. The whole city celebrates when the godly succeed. They shout for joy when the wicked die. Upright citizens are good for a city and make it prosper, but the talk of the wicked tears it down. I mean, tears it apart. You see, just to bag his point up about when the Lord comes and you know what I'm saying, and saves the elect, man, and sets the kingdom of heaven up here on earth, man. You know, these people are gonna rejoice, man. Even the heathen, you see, no longer like the elder was going into. They ain't gonna have to drink fucking, you know what I'm saying, poison water, man, and eat poison food and breathe defiled air, man. You see, they're gonna be able to enjoy the benefits of righteous rulers. Right. You see, and the earth flourishing like the Lord intended it to be, all the way from the beginnings with Adam, man. You see, because that's what it's going back to. You see, the earth is gonna go back into its original state. All right, when the righteous ruler is set back in the seat. Because right now everything is just completely destroyed. Everything is out of whack, man.
Yeah. It's Proverbs 29 and 2 to back the brother up. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So there's going to be a rejoicing going on in the earth for everybody.
Right.
But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. And that's the state of the earth right now. People are mourning. Everybody's looking for something to escape the world that they're in. That's why this digital world that this devil's trying to set up is so appealing to 2/3 of our people in the nations.
Yep.
Because it's an escape from the conditions that they're living in. You see?
Yeah, they can lie.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I was gonna say, yeah, they can lie in front for social media, try to put out a lifestyle to try to, you know what I'm saying, to make themselves feel better. You know what I'm saying?
It's a band-aid.
Yeah, it's a band-aid, like you said, man.
Yeah, just to add, man. And you got this guy Nate talking about how we gonna let Esau out to do his wickedness for a little season to try to stir a war. The other nations are gonna come up against that.
Right.
Because Esau put hell on the nation. It just said when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, man.
Yeah.
The whole earth is mourning. No one trusts Esau. The other nations want to put a foot in his ass. So why would they side with Esau in the kingdom when they see us let this nigga off the chain if that's gonna happen?
Right.
That makes no sense. Even Isaiah the 14th chapter says they're gonna say, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? This motherfucker right here?
Right.
So the other nations, if that were to happen, which is not, the other nations will cuss us out like, what are y'all doing? We know what this nigga did.
Yeah.
Why you let this nigga out? That don't make any damn sense, man.
Right.
The other nations are gonna be happy that this nigga's been brought down as well, man. They gonna mock Esau.
They salivating for that opportunity now.
Yeah.
That's why the prophecy is that they're gonna lay a wound under you, man. Your allies gonna turn on you. Everybody's gonna be waiting for the opportunity for you to be out the way. You know? So even more so, that just ain't gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
For you to go and make that lie up and just completely butcher history and the scriptures, it shows that, you know, hey, you're not operating like a man of the Lord will operate.
Right.
But again, the Lord is revealing who he's dealing with in this time. So that's why every other week he has a leader fall out and go on vocab couch or say some absolute outrageous shit so that the elect can see, decipher between who's who.
That's right. So, Isaiah 14 and start at verse 1, it says, for Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
So the Lord is going to do it, not by Balfour Declaration. Okay? It's not going to be any resistance once the Lord sets us back, man. Because he already have put the nations to bed. Again, Joel the 3rd chapter. Or what, 2nd Ezra, what is that, the 13th chapter?
Right.
You know, go ahead.
It says, and the strangers shall be joined with them,
Right.
and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
All right, so all the Israelites scattered all over the four corners of the earth are going to be brought together again, man. Go ahead.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and for handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were.
So all the nations that laid hold of the Lord's jewelry are going to be taken into captivity. All right, we're going to be given the heathen for thy inheritance, just like our big brother Yahweh Shah. Okay, the primary nation being Esau, Edom, but the other nations, they played a part in that as well. You go to Psalms the 83rd chapter, that council, they're confederate against thee. You see, go ahead.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And that's going to be with a rod of iron, man. Double unto her double. So, you know, the rigor that they put us under, they're going to be put under that rigor in righteousness. Okay? We're not going to be doing stuff like, you know, sleeping with a man's wife while that's wicked.
Right.
But you are going to have a foot up your ass every day. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, we're not gonna buck break you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And all that madness, man. You know, Esau is sadistic as hell, man. You know, when you look up the definition of a sadist, they get sexual pleasure off the downfall of others, man. And that's completely Esau, man. That's exactly what chattel slavery was. We're not gonna do that, man. You all gonna be put to death, and we're gonna torture you and things of that nature. Like the priest said, man, it's gonna be a complete righteousness. We're not doing all those freaky discussion things that Esau. What you damn sure believe, we're gonna push the limits to your payback. You know?
Yeah, that's in the This is Isaiah 14 and verse 12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
So they're enlightened on the left-hand side. Okay? And we know that there's a left and right-hand side. You go to the book of Job. All right? Satan was there in that council because he's an angel. He's just on one side, and you got Yahweh Shah on the other. So you got angels that are sent to do evil because the Lord creates good and evil, Isaiah 55:7. Okay? So this man is an extension of that left-hand side here on the earth. Right. Like it says in 2 Thessalonians 2:9, or is that 2:8? He's coming to do, 2:9, he's doing the bidding of Satan on the earth. Right. So this man is enlightened on that left-hand side. Go ahead. Lucifer.
It says, O Lucifer, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation?
Yeah, you've weakened the whole world with your policies, by the sword. In every way that you can think of, everybody's been dumbed down and put it in a weak and fallen state. Especially us. Nobody has suffered under your rulership more so than us, the children of Israel, man. We're a color at this point. We're not even tied back to a land. We're the only people on earth that are a color, besides you, because you want to sit here, but you tied to every land. You say you everybody.
Right.
You see? Go ahead.
If I can quickly land back on you, it was this guy that was amongst some people out. Y'all brother may have seen it. I think it was about maybe a couple of years ago, but I just saw the video the other day, and he was like, when I say something, you tell me where they from. He would say Chinese, they were like China. Yeah. You know, then he would say Japanese from Japan. Yeah. You know, and he was just calling everybody out. You know, and then he said black, and then he had some people like black, and they didn't know what to say. Yeah. And that's what it is. Our people don't know where they come from. Like they say, you don't know where you're going unless you know where you come from. That's why our people are like wanderers. We're lost.
And that proves prophecy. Mm-hmm. All right, because Jeremiah 17:4 say, he told Jeremiah, even thou thyself shall discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave thee. Right. So if you're trying to identify who the children of Israel are today, that's a perfect video to put up. Because you go through all the different nations, you can tie them back to a land, even to this day. Right. But when you mention us, there's confusion. Mm-hmm. Huh.
put us in a continent.
Yeah, because the curse is going to be upon the children of Israel
Right.
until the Lord comes back. You go to Revelation 22 and 3, at the beginning of the verse, it tells you, and then there shall be no more curse.
Right.
So the curses shouldn't be lifted at this time. These people know who they say they know who they are. They're back in the land. Wild wars going on.
Right.
They're not immortal. Right? They don't govern the earth. They're not the sole world power of the earth. You understand? They don't check any of the boxes.
Right.
If you're going by the word of God. Go ahead.
We'll jump on. This is Isaiah 14 and 16. It says, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?"
The first shall be last. So he's going to be brought to that lower state. He's going to be brought back to that caveman level that he was at years back, man. And that's just to illustrate the majesty of the Lord, that he could take such a low creature and put him at the top.
Right.
You see? Go ahead.
It says, "That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners.
Go ahead.
All the kings of the nation, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out thy grave like an abominable branch, and as an arraignment of those that are slain, thrust through with sword."
21?
Yeah, jump.
21.
This is Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers."
Yeah, man, so there's a great judgment that's going to come upon Edom. Okay? They have to pay for all this wickedness that they've sowed in the earth.
Right.
In Matthew the 24th chapter, it says if this man wasn't taken off of that throne, then no flesh will be saved. You see?
It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities."
So after they're put in that lower state, they're not going to fill the face of the world with cities anymore. So again, after they're taken down, that's it. There isn't no coming back at this point.
Right.
There was already a point in time, man, where you know, they were, you know, the ancient Roman Empire that fell.
Yeah.
Then they revived. Okay? So there's not going to be another revival going on.
I got a piece up for you.
Go ahead.
This is Nahum 1 and 9. "What do ye imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not arise up the second time."
Yes. You got it. You got it, Elder.
That.
Yeah, man. Affliction isn't going to rise up a second time. This is our last captivity. Okay? This is the end of our affliction and the end of the curse. So once, you know, this devil's taken out, Yahushua comes back, and these nations are put in subjection, the sun is never going to set on the kingdom of Israel. Go ahead.
Right.
And we can go to Obadiah or whatever brothers got. Yeah.
Obadiah verse 18. "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame."
All 12 tribes.
"And the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them.
Yep.
And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau,
Yeah.
for the Lord has spoken it."
So after they've served their captivity, they're going to be burned with fire, just like a witch is supposed to be burned. And there's not going to be any remaining in the house of Esau. Meaning that line is going to be cut out of the earth. So again, when you hear these people, because they're charismatic, they got the 15-pound garment on, they got the camera crew, you can't get wowed by the charisma of a person. You got to weigh what they say by the word of God. And I'm just gonna say his name. What Nate was pushing in that video, I watched a couple minutes of it. It's hard to watch these niggas. Hey man, that's not what a man of the Lord would be pushing at this time. You see? Go ahead. That was all you had on there? Yeah. Yeah, man. So this man, this is his last go around. After the third woe takes place, Let's go to Isaiah 9 and 5. After that great war takes place, the verse after that, verse 6, it talks about the kingdom of heaven being established. You telling me Yahushua in his glory, in his perfect vessel, is going to be on the scene, and he's going to be threatened by this low-level man?
Right.
That doesn't make sense. Go ahead. Oh, you had something for them?
Oh, no, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 9 and 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with great confused noise.
The beautiful thing about the scriptures is it gives us locations. It gives us the details on how things are going to be, how it's going to take place. This is talking about World War III and the fashion in which it's going to be fought.
That's right.
Okay? What is that? Zechariah? Is it Zechariah 14 and 12? This is the plague wherewith the Lord shall... Okay, yeah. Go ahead. You can finish that.
It says, Isaiah 9 and 5, for every great battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
So every war fought up until this point, guns going off, men close quarters with swords, bombs, barracks. It's been fought along the same lines. Go on.
It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
So the whole way that this warfare is going to be fought, this last go around, is going to be completely different. Now, when you talk about, a nuclear, war, that's completely different from every other war that you could reference.
Right.
So what is this talking about here? What war is it referencing? You see, you had
If
something?
I can say, World War II, you look at it, it was like the prelude of what's to come. Because how did that war basically end? After Japan came over here. Yeah, foreshadow. You had that Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You had that nuclear bomb. That basically was like heard around the world and made everybody say, damn, well, this is a new type of warfare.
And to show how much how much of a devil that this man is, if you go into Japan, you can find a bunch of reports saying that the Japanese government, they surrendered before those bombs were dropped.
Yeah.
They surrendered. These people threw in the white flag, but y'all still bombed them. Civilians, the same way these people over there today are bombing civilians. This man is a devil, and that was a war crime. He ain't answer for it. So you wonder why you go to other countries and you be like, I'm American, and they look at you sideways.
Right.
Because it's not really you, it's this fucking devil.
Yeah.
And they know majority of the people over here, they're under that vibration of the so-called white man. And he's a fucking devil to the core. He's wicked and evil to the core, man. Bombed them not once, but twice after they surrendered.
Well, that's like a child, because they reference Esau to being like as a child, scripture. And he used those weapons. That was his blessing. He was just itching to use it. He just had to use it. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was set up for him to use it.
Yeah.
He was like, man, I got to do something with it. I got to do something because that was that.
I gotta let niggas know.
I got to, man.
You got to flex.
Go shoot something over here so I can go give it to him. That's what he did.
Already defeated the people, but you do that. And just to add, just a tangent a little bit, you said Esau's like a child. Israel's policy, I gotta go look it up. I'm probably gonna do a lesson on it. It's somewhere in their policy to where like if they can't have the land of Israel, they'll just bomb everybody. They'll bomb the land itself. It's basically in the spirit, if I can't have it, nobody can. That's a child and a bitter bitch.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is the man that's in rulership? Come on, dude. The earth needs new management.
That's right.
Because the priest said what? You go, how these other nations view America. Well, there's a term called ugly Americans. Okay? And I'm going to read it for you. In the Wikipedia, it says ugly American is a stereotype depicting American citizens as exhibiting loud, arrogant, self-absorbed, demeaning, thoughtless, ignorant, and ethnocentric behavior mainly abroad but also at home. Although the term is usually associated with or applied to travelers and tourists, it also applies to U.S. corporate businesses in the international arena. So like I say, you go somewhere else, they call you, they find out you're from America, they look at you a certain way because amongst the international or amongst the rest of the world, this term exists. That's the way they view America, man, because of the track record of Esau, man. The track record of how America has walked throughout the earth and treated every other nation like this is going into. You don't hear that. You don't hear ugly Chinese or ugly African, or you don't hear those terms. The only thing I've ever heard was ugly American, man.
There's a scene in Rush Hour 3 where Carter's in the back seat with the taxi driver.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to pull it up to make sure what movie it was. But he's like, you Americans, you fight everybody, you cause war where it not need be. You guys are just evil. You're the pollution of the earth. And Carter was like, what'd you say about America? And he put a gun to the man's head and forced him to sing the national anthem. Yeah. That's the spirit that Esau is, man. Yeah. It's his way or no way. And his way is death. You see?
That's right.
You had something to done?
Just going back to the Isaiah 14, bro.
Okay, cool.
Isaiah 14 and verse 6 in the NLT, it says, you struck the people. It says, you struck the people with endless blows of rage and held the nations in your angry grip with unrelenting tyranny. You see, like the brother was going into when you go into that word unrelenting, one of the synonyms for that is merciless, man. You see, because like the brother had mentioned the fact that Esau dropped the bombs over there on Hiroshima and Nagasaki when they already surrendered. They're showing that nigga didn't have no mercy, man. Right. You see, and when you watch that movie Oppenheimer, man, you can see on that movie how them niggas were just itching to use that shit. As soon as they did, they wanted to create more. And the old boy was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas, they just got rid of that nigga and just created what we see today, the nuclear ICBM missiles, man. You see? Damn. So Esau, man, he don't have no mercy. And the scriptures say that, hey, you gonna receive mercy who showed you're not gonna receive mercy who showed no mercy, roughly paraphrasing, man. You see? So don't expect mercy from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You see, the Lord ain't gonna show no mercy to these fucking devils, man. Right. You still got niggas trying to save these niggas, man. If it was up to you, these niggas would be in the kingdom with us, man. Yeah. On the joint heirs with us.
Yeah.
Right. It was up to fucking niggas, man.
And that's why the Lord gonna have to put his spirit on us. He gonna have to put his anger on us. Cause in this vessel, man, you done met a few people that look like Esau and they was cool, and you probably thinking in your head, well, no, dude. If the Lord gave us all our memories of every lifetime that we was at this place, if we could see spirits for what they actually was and how they actually moved, we would be bugged. We wouldn't be able to function here. You would just be enraged all the time. Yeah. All right. But the Lord's gonna put that rage on us in the kingdom, man, when we in our spiritual vessel. Right. So that mercy that Jake want to give, he ain't gonna be thinking about that in the kingdom. He gonna be in the spirit to treat this man how he's supposed to be treated. See? You had something?
I want to quickly just kind of land back. It's all that dealing with Loki. When you go look at his, just kind of look at his. They have different variants. Yeah. And and then he had a story. When you go look into like the comic version of it, everywhere he look in his different versions, he always go back to being a trickster. He been trying to trick himself. He always come up on the end, the short end of the stick. But he always out to do mischief.
Loki is a real demon, you know that, right?
Yep. He's always out to do mischief. And that spirit is probably Esau got on all of Esau. These Amalekites, they're always looking to do mischief upon the earth. They're warlocks.
Yes. And in that show, Loki, the whole premise of the show is that you can rewrite destiny. Mm-hmm. Right? And that's what Esau's trying to do. He's trying to overcome prophecy, which is going to be terribly unsuccessful. You see? But that's what everything about. That's that vibration that's being pushed. Or you could be what you want to be. If you was born this way, you could be another way. This is the vibration that's in the earth, man. And people are starting to rationalize and think that's righteous. Right. No, it's wicked.
It shows what pride can do to you.
Yeah.
Because here it is, Esau know he was created. Come on, you think Esau don't know he was created?
He knows.
So he knows he's on the earth because somebody created him and put him on the earth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He knows this. And we remind him all the time throughout the whole earth.
Yeah.
That's why we're a problem.
Yeah.
Because we remind them, hey, you know you ain't powerful like you think, right?
Yeah. These two prophets tormented them.
Yep. So the fact that he knows he was created, but if you want to try to upset prophecy, shows how ridiculously his pride has gotten.
That's right.
Yeah. He's disillusioned.
He is out his goddamn mind.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You had it?
Yeah. Like you say, hey, he think he got this power was given to him. This is
He don't realize who gave you the power, nigga.
Right.
You know who gave you the power. All these, because he has more access to more information than we do. Right. Through the spirit, we're more tied into prophecy. But the scriptures even tell you what they're wiser than
Daniel.
Yeah. So like, this man knows damn well The Alashaj is the one that pulls all the strings.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, that's why the scripture say the accuser of our brethren.
Yep.
The accuser before the Most High day and night. Because if he didn't know that he was created, there was a power, he wouldn't be sitting there in their satanic rooms, doing their sacrifices, snitching on the children of Heavenly Father. Man.
Whole ass nigga.
You know, causing us to go out, but then want to turn around and snitch. Like, look at your people, look what they're doing.
Right.
They put us in categories. Okay, got Jake the mindset of a bad bitch, a hood nigga, a gorilla, all these different things. And then cause Jake to go off, and then tries to dry snitch about it, you know?
When he's the epitome of all those things, bad bitch nigga, all these little stereotypes that they push on Jake, Esau is the embodiment of all those things. You watch that show First 48, they'll catch the nigga that was with the group that was doing the crimes, and that nigga tell on everybody.
Right.
Even though he was probably the main one doing the bullshit, that's the accuser of the brethren. It's this devil, man. You got it.
James chapter 2, verse 19. Thou believest that there is one God, thou does well. The devils also believe and tremble. They know. The devils also believe and tremble. Okay, why do you think when it talks about the devil coming out with great wrath, knowing he got a short time? What is the main thing that tells Esau he has a short time? The dry bones come together, right? And they feared, right? So why would he be so scared? If we just regular guys, why would they be so scared?
Right.
Because he understands. See, when he got us in captivity, you thought he just got colored people in captivity in his mind. No, he know he got the Israelites, man.
He was like, I'm holding back prophecy. This is me holding back the prophecies.
So when we woke up, it's like, oh shit. Why? Because he understands there's a higher power. He's stupid, but he ain't that damn dumb.
Yeah. They like to play dumb a little bit.
Right.
They
Man,
like to play.
Esau love playing stupid.
Yeah, like what? Me? Yes, nigga.
Morty, he like to play stupid.
You had something?
Job 15 and 21 in the NLT, it says the sound of terror rings in their ears, and even on good days they fear the attack of the destroyer.
Hey, and where that sound of terror, the voice of the Lord is in the earth through his men. So this is, Elder Gabar always tells that story about when they was up there on 34th, and that limo pulled up and the guy hopped out and looked at all the signs. He said, we paid billions of dollars to keep this information from you. How did you guys know this? The dude got back in the, yeah, that's what we telling our people, to cut their light on.
Right.
But the dude got back in the limo and sped off, man. So these people up in these high rooms,
They know.
They know.
Why do you think Psalms chapter 2 exists?
Yes.
They're imagining a vain thing. Why the hell would they have to come together for?
Right.
To talk about what?
Yes, sir.
Some people who came from monkeys, according to what they even said.
Right.
That's why they come together? No, man. They come together because they have our records. They know who they're dealing with, man.
That's right.
They made a pact with the other nations. We got to keep them down. If we keep them down, we stand the power. They know the history.
Can I read? Oh.
They gotta keep us separated from our power, like the other say. Like we read the example there is the book of Judah, the 5th chapter. They know as long as they keep us separated from Yahweh Shem Shah, they on top. Okay, and going back to that testimony of the Apostle Bar, about them spending billions of dollars, well, that's what they do. And you can see it throughout the earth. The music industry.
Yes.
Food.
Yes.
Relationships, things that they put on TV, all of these things. Education system. Okay, the prison system. All those things are really geared towards the people of Heavenly Father, but they fucking up everyone else. But it's really centered upon keeping the people of Heavenly Father separated from them.
Right.
You know, that's the money that they spent. Institutionalized racism. Keep Jake down.
Right. Let me say this, and that's why. See, the Lord had it where that gutter rat was videotape saying what she said behind closed doors.
Yeah.
The Lord had that happen.
Yeah.
The Lord wanted that to come out.
Yeah. So
we know what we've been talking about. You
validation.
see it?
It's validation.
Don't let them act like y'all. They try to act like y'all don't exist and try to play game.
Yeah.
No, they're worried about you guys. They're worried about me.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me show you.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
So we clearly know this woman that's way on the other side of the world is worried about the black Americans, the young black Americans here.
Yeah.
What do we do to you?
Yeah. And she's actually in Atlanta.
Yeah.
She's so in Atlanta it's groups on every you go downtown on a Saturday, every corner.
Right.
It's random camps in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know?
And she ain't no Rudy Poo
No.
councilwoman or
Right.
alderman for Jerusalem. No, she is one of the top
Top
people
devils.
in for them JOOs.
Yeah, she was the head of a council.
Yeah, that shit reached up to the highest ranks of the JOOs, and she said that, man.
So
That's
she's
Revelation 11 chapter.
so if she's saying that, how much more are they saying behind closed doors
Right.
amongst the whole cabinet of her group?
Yeah.
Come on now, she said a couple things.
Yeah. Because you got to realize when the head of an organization gets information, especially when they give speeches like that, they're just giving a briefing on all the information they were given. There's people under them that go into great detail about why the young black community is a problem. So there's somebody under her that's done extensive research and came together and brought it down and say, hey, this is why these people are a problem, this, that, and the third.
But the thing is, they got the records in the Vatican City. They got all the records, bro.
Everything, all
the
the-
top elite, the everyday crackers, fuck them. The elites, they got the records.
Yeah.
Check this out. This is Job 20:20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. And the word quietness goes to ease. So he's feeling uneasy now that the man is in Revelation 11.
Yep.
Right.
You stand the point? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's uneasy now. You see?
God.
Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, in his mind. He shall not save of that which he desire, which is the kingdom of heaven. I mean, the new world order. So he's not going to be able to escape from what the Lord about to bring upon him now. That's
right.
why they're speaking on the mic and the platform saying these Negroes are, yeah, you're right. Because now you're feeling uneasy in your spirit now, man.
They spook. You looking over
Yeah.
your shoulder.
Yep.
You know, if you was in the world and you had a nigga trying to get you, now you walking about and you just looking over your, everything seemed weird to you. That's Esau right now.
Right.
Look, Esau is spiritual on the left-hand side, but he understands our confidence is not false. Our boldness that he sees around the world is not a false boldness. It's not fake.
Yeah.
He knows it's coming from a high source.
Yeah.
That scares him.
Yep.
Because he can only do carnal things.
That's it.
How can this man is trying to fight something that you can't actually touch? You can't bomb a person's faith.
No.
You can't bomb our faith. You understand? You read all the books of Daniel, with 3, 4, and 5, and all those different accounts where men were standing on faith and willing to die about it, put everything on the line for it.
Right.
That's not something that could have been scared out of them, bombed out of them. You understand? That's not something that's tangible that you could rip away or break from a man.
Hey, real quick, hey, I just thought about this. What's crazy is that Esau is trying to come back for that blessing in real time. Like, this shit is really happening.
Yeah.
From way back when he sold that suit,
Yeah.
that little
porridge.
suit, that porridge.
Yeah.
So way back he sold that porridge. He's still mad. He's at all costs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this back.
Yeah.
No, nigga, it's not gonna happen.
Let it go, nigga.
This is over.
He had Psalms 2 in the NLT, unless you had something.
Yes. That's why they can't bomb my faith. It's
Yeah.
1 Peter chapter 2, verse 5. Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So this third temple that's being built, like those JWs are trying to build a physical temple now. No, the scriptures speak about the third temple being a spiritual house, with Yahushua being the chief cornerstone.
Right.
Every brother that's sincere in this thing is a lively stone.
Right.
Because the Most High don't dwell in us, okay? But Esau knew, they always knew, he always knew that to get to take us down, they had to get that temple. So, and Esau was complicit in both times the temple was sacked.
Yeah.
They helped it burn when the Babylonians came in,
Yep.
and then as the Romans, who were also Edomites.
Yep.
Okay, but this time the Most High outsmarted his ass.
There's no physical temple.
There's no physical temple. Like I say, it's established upon faith and the spirits of brothers now.
Right.
So you can't physically take that. So what's the alternative? That since he knows that he's gonna be taken down, he gotta try to kill us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
That goes to Jacob's trouble. That's what's gonna make Jacob in trouble.
Yep.
Right there. And also, too, think about this too. If they paid all that money, all the power they used, their influence, the resources to keep us asleep, how the hell we wake up then?
Divine intervention.
That's impossible without a divine intervention. Esau knows that. Because at one point, every Jake walking around didn't know shit. Under Esau in this captivity, there was a point of time where not one single Jake knew there was a Jake and didn't know a motherfucking thing.
Right.
So how did they know now? Esau like, oh shit.
Yeah.
They're woke. Yeah, higher power woke us up. How about you now, Shai? Go ahead.
All right, this Psalms. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2, in verse 1. In verse 1 in the NLT, it says, "Why are the nations so angry? Why do they waste their time with futile plans?"
Woo! Hey, why are they angry? Why are they upset? Why are you mad if we just guys talking?
Right.
With dresses on, according to y'all. What you mad for? If what we said ain't true, and it's so out there, the chariots coming from the realm, your house are gonna come down, shoot laser beams on y'all military, you're gonna be screaming, and we're gonna use spiritual power, we're gonna be, all this stuff we talking about, if it's so outlandish, it's so out there, why are they troubled and angry?
Because they know it's true.
Wow.
You gotta realize.
Come on, man.
What, a couple years ago, NASA came out and said, and we got the little joke, this devil told you that there's so-called UFOs, chariots, and everybody just ignored it and just kept doing their bullshit. That's the peons, like the Elder Bon Sapah said. But us and the elites are paying attention to these things. So we're knowing things are starting to manifest in the physical. He know that, we know that. So he knows, it's like, God damn, I gotta hurry up and do something because my time is ticking.
Right.
That's he knows he have but a little time.
That's why he gonna go. That's why it's gonna be the worst time in history.
Yeah.
Cause he gonna go so crazy because he know it's over.
Yeah.
They didn't work too hard for years to get to this point.
Yeah.
To be close to their enterprise.
To have it snatched.
To have it snatched? Oh, man, that's heartbreaking. They literally had work generated. They had sons died and carried down that son. That's to get to this point, man. That's crazy, man.
Just to have it all destroyed within an hour. That's tough.
The Lord. That hurt. I'm hurt. Ow, shit. Got him. Shit. Go ahead,
Fine. This says,
Can I read something?
Oh,
Real quick?
go.
This Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Right. When he come like a flood, the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. He gonna be in straits, man. He ain't gonna know what to do. His plan ain't gonna go like he wanted to go. But that time is gonna be ticking.
I should have started up.
That time. And also too, when you read about the days getting shorter, man, these days are insanely short. Like at a high, man. And the Lord said that if he didn't shorten the days for the elect's sake, then no flesh should be saved. Esau is running against that. So even Esau like, damn, it's time to go by fast. He gotta hurry up and do his shit. So the Lord is making him hurry up. He's making him come forward and push more of the AI, this, that, the chip. He's making them move forward with this, man, as fast as he possibly can.
And when you rush, things get sloppy.
Get real sloppy.
When you start rushing, you start forgetting things. You don't cover your bases like you're supposed to. All right? And that we're seeing little holes. Like, oh, look, he fucked up there.
Yeah.
Oh, he put that bullshit. Look at the people walking in the background. This ain't real. That's a whole lot.
Yeah, all his false flags are hella sloppy. Like Elder Kadar said, his last best trick was 9/11. Everything after that it immediately gets picked apart, either by the men of the Lord or a whistleblower. His tongue falls on himself. Like
those
everything is Swiss cheese now because he sloppy himself like you should said.
Yeah, man. He like a freshman point guard. He's just rushing and panicking, turning the ball over. A rookie quarterback, man.
Yeah.
You know.
So you just read that scripture, right?
Yep.
Well, you don't think Esau, the elites here is read that scripture? I want you to think about it from their side.
He crazy because we telling him he tripping.
We telling him, we breaking all his moves down. You gonna do this? You know what? Yeah, you know what? Some of y'all gonna go in that bunker. We gonna come get you. We breaking it down to his face. That's unheard of. I want you to understand how historically this is. How historic this is. Serious brothers, this is historic. What's happening?
Yeah.
the fact that we can do this in this lower state, but be filled with that much light and understanding to confidently break that down right in their face, in the whole world.
That's real power.
That's power.
That's real power.
That's right.
Nebuchadnezzar was made like, it was told to him he was going to be made like a beast.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Could he stop that train from coming? No. He was still brought to that lower state. He saw the same.
He like, damn.
He like, fuck, bro.
Shit.
I'm a what? And he know how the Lord get down, because again, he got more details on things than we do.
Yeah.
So he know that, hey, Alashaj is exactly that. A terrible
He
demon
knew
like
it was
power.
Jake before we knew it was Jake.
Right. Right.
Come on, man. So he already had the upper hand.
I couldn't even imagine what, you sitting there in your mansion with all your servants and you know this is what's about to happen to you. Like the state of mind you got to be in. You wouldn't be able to sleep, right?
No.
And that's why, what is it? Proverbs 6, can somebody get Proverbs 16:4? Is it says, they sleep not lest they cause something to fall? Is that 4:16? Proverbs. It's either 16 or 4 or 4:16.
It might be 4:16.
Yeah,
16.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. I might start at verse 6.
Okay.
No, never mind. Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
Now, why is that? They know they have to do something because their position is threatened. They can't sit. They're like, I gotta do something. I can't just sit back and I can see my power, my strength slipping away. So they can't even sleep good unless they do some mischief to us, unless they put snares in the way. That's the position this man is in, man. He got everything in the world. He got the fatness of the earth, and he can't even enjoy it. Hey, we winning. It may not look like it, but in the spirit,
we winning, man.
We winning.
If you trust the Lord, you winning.
Yeah.
Right.
If you don't trust the Lord, you losing. It's that simple. Ain't no middle.
Yeah. Okay.
Cause you mentioned Proverbs 16, and that made me think about this scripture here. Cause like I said, Esau, he has a purpose on the earth. This is Proverbs 16 and verse 4. It say, the Lord has made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
They go together. Go together. Yeah. So this man, he was created to be put in stress. He stressed the same way, you stress every day just going through the world. But he stressed on it because he know he's losing. We got hope because we know we gonna win in the end.
Come on, man. Hey, the earth was given to the head of the wicked. Yeah. See, y'all took over the earth. See, and then the late 1300s, early 1400s, y'all put that image up. It went on. We breaking down everything, man.
Yeah. Damn, that'll fuck you up.
That was scary. If I was them,
Right.
I was and I saw that, I'd be like,
What the fuck? How you know that? What's this? It's a dude that interview people. His name is Narwhal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he'll interview people and he'll bring up detailed facts about their childhood that nobody could know. And the people will be like, how the fuck you know that? That's the spirit that Esau in. He's like, how do these people? There's no way that they can know that with everything that we put out there.
that's why they focus on other camps and put them on the news.
Yeah. They don't never put that.
Okay, they focus on other camps and they put them on the news. They put their face. They put they on the Essence magazine.
Yeah.
They do those things for those camps. They infiltrate and try to maneuver, but they don't deal with us. I wonder why.
Don't mention them niggas.
Don't talk to them.
Don't put no images up of them niggas.
Nothing.
Don't just don't.
They don't have any carnal angles to give.
Right.
Everything dealing with the real men of the Lord is spiritual.
Hell yeah.
These other camps, they have some carnal angle where they have a 501c3 or they're seeking notoriety or seeking fame, or they want to be put out there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're gonna be put out there since you want it. You want that smoke. You want to be that limelight. You're gonna get that issue.
Right.
You're gonna get all that you asking for.
You ain't gonna want that at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
if you ain't spiritually rooted, it's gonna be real bad for you.
Pawns. They're pawns in a game of chess, and sometimes pawns have to be what? Sacrificed. So they're gonna be a shield for the true believers, those that are walking in that upright fashion.
Right.
That's all that is.
Right. Let's go back to Psalms 2.
Yeah,
do something quick.
Psalms chapter 2 and verse 2 in the NLT, it says, the kings of the earth prepare for battle, the rulers plot together against the Lord and against his anointed one.
Against the Lord and against his anointed. Not just against the anointed ones, but against the Lord.
Super pride.
Okay, why do you think they got Space Force? Why the hell would you need Space Force for? All these different military branches.
They told us. They told us about the so-called UAPs, so they had to develop a space for it. That's their roundabout way of telling you they preparing to fight the Lord.
Right, even though we've been telling them for years.
We've been saying the same shit.
Hold on. We was breaking down the chariots when nobody was talking about them, getting made fun of.
But everybody's acting like they didn't hear it, or it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
They call us crazy and bums, and we should hold up the sign with the chariots on it. All these
years ago, man, they're like, UFOs? Really? Hey, aliens?
Even other Israelites, them ITR niggas, there ain't no chariots.
There's a war in heaven that's coming.
Come on, being breaking down through the spirit.
Let me tell y'all that Esau will have his so-called angels against our angels. And then now they finally played out. They create a whole space force for extraterrestrial threats.
Come on, man.
Come
on. Hey. And then on the news, having councils and shit.
Right.
All these different councils.
Turn on C-SPAN.
Bro, for weeks. Right. All on the news. All of a sudden it's flooded with UFOs videos. Come on, man.
And on top of that, people always spot the chariots where these events are happening at.
Right.
Over there in Western Asia, where they call the Middle East.
Yeah.
Whenever there's an earthquake or a sinkhole, people spot chariots where these events are happening. And then we know it's not by coincidence. So when brothers get on, they put the clip up, and they go into the precepts to show, hey, this is the working of the Lord.
Come on, man.
So they got to counteract that in some kind of way. They got to say, oh, well, it's this, and this how we preparing for it, and it might be China's developing stuff. No, nigga. Your ass, your rulership is coming to an end. And a big part of that is the Lord's going to send that big fleet of angels to burn this place to a crisp too.
That's right.
All right, it's going to be the missiles and the chariots going to be getting on your ass. But the chariots serve a dual purpose, because it's going to be destruction and salvation happening at the same time.
That's right.
Because that's how the elect are going to be taken up, man.
Right. Like you said, it's dual path. When you read Zechariah the 5th chapter, it talks about there being a curse going through the earth, and there being in the house of the thief. Who's the chief thief right now? Esau, man. So like the priest said, they're a curse unto the house of the wicked, but there's salvation unto the whole field elect that fear the Most High.
That's right. Go ahead, Psalms 2.
Psalms chapter 2 and verse 3 in the NLT, it says, "Let us break their chains," they cry, "and free ourselves from the slavery to the Most High."
Free yourself? Hold on, ain't y'all in rulership?
Huh.
Wait a minute, wait. Why do you have to free yourself if you actually in rulership, right? What are you freeing yourself from?
Because you're bound to the story.
Oh, because of what we saying. Hold on, wait. Read that again, huh?
This is Psalms 2 and 3 in the NLT. "Let us break their chains, they cry, and free ourselves from slavery to God."
So they're having meetings in power. They're in power having meetings saying, how can we save ourselves from not going into slavery under these niggas and under their God? Oh, so that means you believe what we're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that adds up to why you're really scared.
Yes.
That adds up to you got a short time. Oh, see, all these things are adding up to this is the truth, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that wouldn't be. That scripture wouldn't be. They won't have to worry about trying to stop the Lord and his anointing. We don't want to save ourselves. You guys are already in rulership. You got all your kingdoms.
Right.
It's us that need help.
Yeah. But we got our help. We know our help is coming for sure.
Come on, man.
Now, me and the brother, we've been watching that show Loki, and it gives you an insight into the mind of Esau right now, how he's in this panic. In the show, you got the sacred timeline, which things gonna flow to a pre-written path.
Right.
In our time, the Lord has prophecies that are gonna play out regardless. In the show, the whole premise is Loki's trying to alter the events that take place. Like, man, maybe there's another way it could end different.
Right.
I could change it, or some gotta be a way. That's the mind, and the whole show he's frantic. He's like he's in dire straits.
Right.
And that's the mindset. And Esau put that up. It's like his little journal. All these TV shows and stuff it's like a little journal into the inside of his mind, man.
Well, that's Back to the Future.
Yeah.
All his time travel movies are always about changing.
Maybe I can fix it.
They always trying to fix some shit that's fucked up or fix what originally happened, making their life better.
Hey, they always fuck it up. Doc come back the next week.
Come back.
Morty, yeah, Morty, we did something. Yeah,
We have to go back.
Yeah.
So now every time travel movie, every show, they always trying to fix it, man. That's Esau. That's Esau's hope.
Yeah.
He figures if he put it out enough, maybe it'll change something. No, man, it don't matter how many shows you put about changing predestination and all those different things. Man. It's not going to offset the prophecy of the scripture.
That's right, man.
No matter how many people believe it, or no matter how many people enjoy it, buy it on Prime Video, it don't fucking matter, man.
Yeah, man. He's going through a mental. This nigga is panicking, man. I can only imagine. And like you said, in the time travel movies, especially in this show, Loki, no matter how many times he goes back and tries to change it, it always ends up the same.
Yep.
It always goes back some kind of way to what the prophecy said it was going to be.
Right.
Well, go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 24, starting verse 22. It says, "For as in Adam all die, even so in Mashiach shall all be made alive. But every man in his own order, Mashiach the first fruit. Afterwards, they that are Mashiach at his coming." The bar said the man jumped out the limo. What's to come? All right, that's why they're trying to change things.
Some niggas on the street. Some had to fuck with him, you know? But I want to read this, because this is what we know, right? Isaiah 46 and 9. It says, "Remember the former things of old, for I am God and there is none else. I am God and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not done yet, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure."
That's right.
This, you cannot override the prophecies. No matter what he does, the lies he tells, the CERN portals he try to open up, he can't change a damn thing. It's not in his strength to do. See? And so we're on the winning side.
Right.
Nothing can be altered. Our victory is set. We just got to walk the path.
Hold on. Then he going to the Middle East, right? But then we break it down that my determination, be patient, my determination is to gather the nations.
And then man. This thing.
Right? To take them to the middle, so I can assemble them over there, so I can judge the shit out of them. We breaking that down. So now y'all go to the Middle East, we like, yeah, come on, go over there.
Yeah, do your shit.
No matter what they do, they're trapped, bro. They are trapped. It's over.
It's like when you play checkers and you get down to the last pieces and the guy got you. You can't really either way, no matter which way you go.
Yeah, 14.
Now you just moving back and forth.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
But hold on. Even that scenario, that guy sit there for a moment and try to think his way out of it.
Yeah.
And he know he ain't got nowhere to go, but he just sit there.
Maybe I can do something.
The whole time, the other guy just sits looking like,
come on.
The whole team looking at him. Go ahead. You ain't got nowhere to go. Come on. He just scratching his head. Shit. Hold on. Hey. Dude sitting scratching his head, checking, look, doing it to his phone, checking his text messages and shit. Man, you better make that move,
Make
man.
your move, bro.
Damn.
It's over, man.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap, baby.
Yeah, we literally speaking his downfall into existence. No matter what he do.
No matter what he do, bro.
So back in first Corinthians 15 and 24. "Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power."
And that rule ain't gonna come back up.
Nope.
All these different. Listen, when they said when the Lord came down, right? They said he had all the crowns on his head.
Right.
They don't. Come on, man. Ain't no crown gonna be given back to nobody. It's over.
You telling us we're gonna be in our spiritual state
Come on, man.
on the earth, and some mortals is gonna be able to.
Some new ones though. Hold on. You gotta put in the detail. Some new ones. This is 1,000 years later.
What are we talking about?
Right.
New babies gotta be creative. out of a system that's already set, a righteous system that is firm and already set and structured. These little Edomite babies gonna wake up and come up with a plan.
Wow.
All they know is one language. Wait, first of all, what's English in 1,000 years? What is English?
It's not gonna be a thing.
Right? What is different governments in 1,000 years?
It's not gonna be a thing.
Come on now. What is different laws? You got different laws, different kingdoms, different.
Right.
Ain't no different laws in 1,000 years.
Oh, that sounds like death to me.
Come on, man. So you mean to tell me a newborn, that generation of Edomites gonna bust through all of that with what mind? With what strength? With what power? But hold on, but then the chariot gonna be over every assembly
Right.
in the kingdom of heaven. We can keep going, man.
Yeah, it's come on,
It's
man.
madness.
According to Nate, we gonna let them do
It's
it.
madness.
We gonna let 'em do
we
it?
gonna let them out
For what purpose?
and let them go build us, try to build us with shit. Like, no, man, the Most High is taking, that's why the scripture say that wisdom, there's no more wisdom in teaching.
It's over.
All that's been stripped away now. They're not gonna have, there's not gonna be a need for no smart ass Edomites.
Right.
All we're gonna need is blunts for wide back women and strong as ox pasty motherfuckers to move shit.
Yep.
That's it.
She gonna be the new Big Shirley.
Yeah.
The Edomite woman gonna be the new Big Shirley, man.
So that, whoa. Hold on, so that slavery gonna be lesser than ours?
It's gonna be double, the scriptures say.
Well, wait, so, come on, man. And that's how you know Jakes, man, you got certain Jakes, man, they want Esau to live
Right.
and be amongst us and smile and break bread, even after slavery.
They gonna smile, but in subjection, the same way we was, yes, the boss, they gonna be like that, man. Oh, man. Yeah, they gonna be like that. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they gonna be like that. You know? Go ahead, man, read. I lost my point.
1 Corinthians 15 and 25. It says, "For he must reign till he has put all enemies under his feet."
Ooh, under his feet. So when he comes with this magnificent entrance, he gonna put them under his feet. They're going to stay there.
Yep.
You don't come down and make that statement from another realm to make that kind of statement for them to get out from under your feet.
Right. Right.
That don't make sense, man.
Right.
That don't make sense at all. Go ahead.
God.
It says, verse 26, "The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death." That's like you say, the point is, the last enemy gonna be destroyed is death. One thing you have to do to get rid of death, you got to get rid of the wicked, because it's like Revelation 6 says, they the harbingers of death. Wherever Esau goes, like that red horse, death and hell follow. So we destroy death, and one thing you have to do is stop the person that loves them, who were given the blessing to kill, and that's Esau Edom.
That's right.
Oh, Benaiah still got songs
Yeah.
too, right?
Oh, you want me to keep going?
Oh yeah, come.
Okay, come. This is back in the book of Psalms, chapter 2. And I'll start back at verse 3 again. It says, "Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision." It says, "Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure."
In all kinds of ways. Not one way, not two ways. The Lord gonna do this in so many dramatic ways that Esau's gonna lose his mind. You gotta think about it. Even before Yahweh shall come down here, things are gonna be taking place that's gonna make him lose his mind.
Right.
Even before the entrance, even before the trumpet sound, everybody look up to the sky like, what the hell was that? Because that sound gonna be epically loud.
Right.
That sound ain't gonna be nothing you heard before. It's gonna be obviously that sound is from another realm.
I imagine it might be something that everybody might even hear internally.
Right.
Man, it's gonna be ridiculous.
People might just hear it in their mind. You know? Like, oh
It's gonna-
shit, what's that?
It's gonna get to the point to where when he do, that's gonna be his coming. You know, that's when he gonna come. They gonna stop. They gonna stop a war. You know what I'm saying? Just like what's that? Ronald Reagan. We all gonna come together.
Right.
You know,
Right.
the scriptures already tell us you niggas was gonna do that.
He got briefed on that.
Yeah.
For him to make that statement, that line exactly what the scriptures say, he had to have a conversation along those lines. Like, what would we do if, and then go and do the speech? Well, now we all come together and fight a common enemy. No, you the common enemy, nigga.
Right, the president doesn't write speeches. The president gets handed speeches.
Right.
Well, he's a face. He's a face.
Yeah, he's just a face, man. So he doesn't come up with any ideas,
No.
anything. He reads a teleprompter.
Yeah, not his job.
Yeah, that's not his job to do that, man. So that comes from someone else writing those speeches.
This is Daniel 2 and 44. And it reads, and in the days of these kings shall Yahweh of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
So you're saying basically Nate is saying that the power of the Lord ain't gonna be so strong to the point where the heathen's gonna try something. It's gonna be unbelievably strong. Okay? I mean, let's think about this here. The same chariots they're gonna see invade, that the whole world gonna see, according to Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. All kindreds, they're all gonna see and well those same chariots, after they well, gonna be shooting beams, gonna beam up one people, the elect, the Israelites.
Right.
They're gonna come back down,
Superman.
and then post up over every dwelling place of the Israelites. That same power that did all this stuff prior. These heathens are gonna think they got Esau gonna think he got a chance after that.
Man, so Nate saying basically Yahweh Shai got to go back on the cross again. Do it all over again. You got your
Man,
rabbit ass mind, man.
He paid off.
Yeah,
even when you read in 2 Ezra 13, it says, man, he gonna destroy their ass with ease, man.
He said,
All
neither,
these weapons that Esau
Without
got.
hand.
he said,
Yeah.
neither lifted up your hand or sword.
Yeah.
This is the height of Esau's technology, bro, and the Lord is gonna make that shit look like a water gun, man. You see? He going into a fight.
fight.
Yeah, he going into a gunfight with a water gun, man.
Yeah.
You see? So what makes you think when all the weapons be destroyed and these nations get taken down that the Edomites gonna rise up?
Yeah.
Nigga, you just got totally obliterated
What really,
with ease. So what makes you think now that you know what I'm saying?
if they, to put it like,
Even with, like you said, the how that technology right now, according to Ezekiel 39th chapter, we're gonna burn all those weapons.
Yep.
Every part of the process, we're gonna burn that. So the scripture say that we're not gonna learn war anymore. They're gonna turn their swords and all that into plowshares and pruning hooks.
Yep.
So those weapons gonna be done away with. So Esau's the high of his power right now, like brother quoted in 2 Ezra 13.
Yeah.
They're gonna be scared then, but the Lord's gonna have to put the spirit on them to fight.
Right.
They gonna
Scared, but there's fight.
Yeah, they gonna be scared, but just fight. So they gonna be shaking in their boots then, and then the Most High gonna have to get in the spirit to even come up against the type of power that's gonna manifest in that day, man.
you gotta know that Esau, he's gonna be in a lower state than we're in today. We don't even have a military to fight back or to come together and do a goddamn thing on a carnal level. So how much greater in the kingdom him against us?
Hey, when Esau see those bones, when Esau see other Edomites or other people, hell, they gonna be able to tell us to Edomite or not. When they see bones and powder and know that was a person,
Yeah.
that's scary.
Yeah.
Bro, that is scary.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna mess with that power.
Also in Leviticus
That
said
doesn't-
Yeah.
one shall chase 1,000 or something like that.
That's what I want to
like,
bring up.
what the fuck? Like, come on, bro.
When we have a problem with the nations, we're not gonna send a whole fleet or you know, we're gonna send one Israelite. I might send my 2/3 son. You know, hey, go deal with them Moabites that was over there tripping the land that didn't come up. You know what I mean?
I mean, if we're gonna be at such a high level, we probably wouldn't have to send Israel.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna
So
have
we have
nations under
hold
our
on.
rule.
If you read Isaiah 60, it talks, I think 60 or 61, it talks about the taskmasters. Pretty much in that chapter, man. It said our taskmasters pretty much gonna be at peace with us. They're gonna do whatever we tell them to do.
Yeah.
So we ain't have to send Jake nowhere.
Right.
Because all Jake gonna be kings, even the lowest.
Yep.
Okay, even there with 2/3 on this side, but they come back in the kingdom, they're gonna be on a high level according to the rest of the world.
Yep.
Why? Because Deuteronomy 7:6. It goes to what? Beyond all the nations on the earth. A peculiar people. So in that state, we all gonna be perfect. We ain't gonna have to work. Bro, we all gonna be on a level. There's gonna be levels within the level, but we all gonna be on a level, and we're gonna have servants to do stuff for us.
Yeah.
Like you said, we're kings. Does the Most High have to get off his throne when something happens?
Nope.
No, so we're gonna be kings in that day as well. So just like in the movie 300, Xerxes didn't show up in the beginning.
No.
He sent armies of different. They said he had 1,000 armies of 1,000 nations.
Yeah.
So he's sending people that got elephants. He's sending all this. He's sending them first, and then he showed up. But we're not gonna have to do all that
Not at all.
unless
Now,
you just absolutely want to.
Right.
Feel like
Now,
it,
wait.
you know.
If you want to have fun,
Yeah, if you want to have some fun,
you want to just pop up out of nowhere out of the chair, you know,
Yeah.
you just want to just mess around. Hey, you got the authority to do that.
I got 30 seconds to kill. We're gonna kick a little ass real quick, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
And the Lord said He gonna give us our heart's desire. So if your desire is to pop up on the Edomite and punch it back in the head and go back to your throne, hey, go ahead.
I got one real quick.
Granted.
You got one, I got one. This is Isaiah 40:31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So how the hell you gonna take somebody down like that, man?
Right.
Esau's not, because they said the nation gonna be walking on the ground. Look at the top of the mountains. They go to the Lord's people, but we gonna overtake them. But the Lord just said, wait on Him. We gonna renew our strength unto us. So how you gonna take those people down?
The heathen shall
Choose
envy
man.
thee, but they should not be able to do nothing against thee, says Yahweh Bashar.
There you go.
So this is the type of power that we're dealing with. Luke chapter 21, I start at verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Yeah.
So that perplexity, confusion, complete and utter fear, man. Men's hearts gonna be failing them. What is that? That's called a heart attack. Just for seeing chariots pop up. Niggas are gonna have heart attacks. And you think that when you think we're gonna let Esau, and Esau gonna want to try to do us and let us go up against that?
No,
He's
man.
gonna be terrified, begging for his life every day.
Especially after 1,000 years of captivity, where them babies born, all they gonna know is being in the kingdom of heaven, being born in slavery. You think they gonna want to go up against that? That makes absolutely no goddamn sense, man.
And again, the curse is gonna be upon them.
Thank you.
Can our people come together on one accord and make a plan?
Right.
No.
Right, good
And
point.
so you telling me they're gonna be able to curse me under? They're gonna be able to override the curses?
They
No.
gonna be hating on each other.
Right.
You gonna have Uncle Tom that's gonna sell us and shit.
Man, hey, these niggas might even have names called Shaquita and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Keisha.
there might be Keisha's and got weed sideburns with the blue showing.
Octavius.
Bro,
Yeah.
my situation
Jacked up.
is gonna be so player, for lack of a better word, that even they women gonna be like, oh hell, like, you have to fuck this up. I'm gonna try to get in the good with them.
Yeah.
Cause they already, because the Edomite women already chase Jake now. How much more so in the kingdom? When we really on.
Man,
The same way,
something else.
yeah, the same way all women are inwardly white supremacists,
Yeah.
they women gonna be Israelite supremacists in the kingdom. bro.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
All women, all of them, are inwardly white supremacists right now. All of them.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it again. All of them. Okay.
Top to the
But
bottom.
top to the bottom, but in the kingdom, it's gonna be reversed. It's verses.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
man, they
You know?
ain't gonna be able to handle their own women not respecting them at all.
Oh, they can't. Yeah,
They
they.
ain't gonna handle that. Oh, they gonna be able to handle that.
It's too brittle. He
Yeah.
he
gonna-
he too brittle. He's ruling shit right now. He brittle as fuck. He can't even handle going to jail. He can't handle losing his millions. He got killed himself and the kids.
Jump off of something quick.
They so
They
weak
gonna,
minded.
hey, hold on. She gonna be in the field. She gonna get done. He gonna be in the field. He gonna come back to where they little mud. Cause in the kingdom, see, somebody's gonna have a little mud pit to sleep in. For me, they're gonna have a mud pit.
Spikes in the motherfucker.
They gonna be ants and shit crawl on them and shit. But this is the thing. She gonna come back. He gonna come back to her, and she gonna look at him crazy like, shit, you ain't did shit. She ain't gonna respect him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She gonna have the worst nigga woman attitude of all time.
Yeah.
Bro.
He gonna come back tired as
Yeah.
hell. She gonna be on his ass.
On my plantation, you know, I'm one of those men. I'm gonna let them at least have a little old box TVs. Wait, hold on. They're gonna have an old box TV,
Like this.
and it's gonna be one channel on the TV. It's just gonna be me and the brothers having a good ass time. So after they get back home a long ass day, they just gonna be like, these motherfuckers. She gonna be like, damn. And the concubine, you gonna have the Edomite concubines around. They gonna be like, what? See, I wish I could be one of his concubines. I'm over here with your
They
broke
gonna
ass.
wish.
Yeah.
They're gonna be talking to other concubines and
Yeah.
other jakes. I mean, and other heathens. They're gonna be talking to them about how is it in there?
Yeah.
How does it look?
He gonna be
How is
losing,
it
bro.
like? Because every heathen ain't gonna be able to go around close to us.
Right.
Yeah.
As far as like in our councils and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
ain't gonna be able. Every ain't gonna be able to do that.
Bro.
Only a select few.
Bro, just like it's a dream for a nigga to be like, I'm gonna go be in the Congress. I'm gonna go be a NBA player. It's gonna be a dream just to be a servant in close quarters
Right.
to the Israelites.
Man.
Her Edomite woman's whole thing is just gonna be, I just want to be a concubine. I just.
And the ones, hey, let me say this. And the ones that's real far away, they're gonna see the kingdom shine so brightly. It's gonna be such a beautiful view
Yeah.
that they're gonna be far just like one day.
Yeah.
Just one day I'll be able to go close. Hey, just even close up. Not even walk in it.
Yeah.
Just close. Imagine how bright the stones and the gems and the gold street and all the elements is gonna be. Man, bro. Talk about torture. That's why I said the heathen shall envy thee.
Yeah. So think about
You
what
see?
it's gonna do to the mind of an Edomite man in the kingdom.
Why they gonna lose their mind?
Bro, they ain't gonna be able to bear it, bro.
Yeah, they
We're
gonna
gonna put the spirit on them to get to the next day.
Please, I learned my lesson. No.
No, you ain't there. No. Shit, it tells you in Revelation, and neither they repented of is that
Right.
ninth chapter, and neither they repented of their murders. They're not gonna repent,
At
man.
all, man.
It's not in their programming to.
It's right. That's right. That's right.
This is
Okay, yeah, we wrap up.
This is in the middle of Daniel 9:44. It says, "And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever."
Woo! So somebody lying, Nate, you a liar.
They lying.
you like, the Lord has put the spirit on you to do all this funny shit you've been doing lately, the ponytail, the I'm breathing just fine, the riding the horse, all this bullshit that's been going on with you is just evidence for the elect to say, okay, this isn't a man I should listen to. These are the men. That's all it is.
Yeah, the Lord's clearly put a distinction about who he's dealing with, who he's not
Yeah.
dealing with.
God. So guess what? Those who follow him, that's your fault because the Lord has shown all the signs.
Yep.
He showed everything for you to go the opposite way.
Yep.
That's Ezekiel the 14th chapter. And you probably be deceived how the Lord have deceived you. And those that follow him, he's going to destroy the prophet and those that follow him.
That's right.
So hey, you were pointed unto destruction at the end of the day.
Yeah. You got any brothers got closing statements, scriptures, or points?
I got one to close out.
Okay.
Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom
Yeah,
and
that's
possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Forever and ever. Forever, ever. Yeah, man. So, man, if you can't see who the Lord dealing with by now, man, that's on you, man. All right? So, with that being said, man, Albarat is out. The lesson was edifying. Want to give all praises once more to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth and sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.